Welcome to week 2, everybody. I know the first week of an online course is really tough. It's tough for me too. I hope you were able to figure out how to work all the tools. If not, you're going to get used to them. And remember, you're really used to doing school in a normal classroom, so am I. And we have to find ways to communicate and hand things back and forth and show you stuff in this online classroom. So it's okay if it took you a little while to work through the tools. I promise I'm not going to change the tools through the semester, so hopefully you figured things out, and I'm going to try to leave them just the same way the entire semester. Okay? It's important you get the textbook. I know it's expensive, but in an online course, a book really helps to structure things, give you a lot of the important information. And I think it's a pretty decent book. That's why I picked it. Read it and definitely take some notes as you go along. Do the reading, chapter 1, before you try the quiz, and also listen to my lecture that's in that lecture guide and the podcast before you take the quiz. Okay? The lecture is going to come in 3 parts, but it actually comes in 4 podcasts. In order to upload podcasts to iTunes U, I need to keep them small, so I put it in 4 about 10-minute chunks. So the lecture is about 40 minutes of me talking, and as you know, every week you're supposed to be doing 3 hours of lecture activity like you would in a regular class. So there's some looking around online stuff that should add up to no more than 3 hours. Okay? The lecture is going to add first a few like intro to biotechnology subject material things that are not directly discussed in the chapter. Then I'm going to spend some time reviewing parts of the chapter in the book that I thought were a little tricky and I want you to know a little bit more about. And then in the last part of the lecture, I'm going to visit a few websites and explore them with you to learn a little bit more about biotechnology. The discussion topic is pretty simple this week. It looks like about half the people are excited about Facebook. Maybe the other half want to just use the WebCT tool. So go for it. And little hint about the quiz is that, I should say you need to discuss this week. So remember to visit, post your answer to my prompt, and then revisit the discussion a couple more times and respond to other people or respond to their response to your answer. You don't have to turn anything into me about that, but do make note of your discussions so that when it's time to turn things in the next week, you have that ready. The quiz you do have to do this week by Saturday at 11:55 p.m. and not in 2 days, but Saturday the 29th, 28th. The quiz is focused both on the reading, so make sure you read really carefully, and on the lecture, about 50-50. So you need to do both things, and you should be ready for the quiz. I'm going to give you 2 attempts to take the quiz. Usually I'll just give you 1, but I figured this week, since you're just getting used to how they're going to be, I'll let you try it twice. Okay? I think that's it. Don't give up on the online format. If it was frustrating you a little bit last week, try it again this week, see how it goes, and email me if you have any problems, or visit. And the last thing I wanted to say is that I'm going to add a survey, not this week, but the next week, that's kind of going to be like a quiz to get some feedback from you guys about what you like, what I'm doing, and some of the things you'd like me to change throughout the semester. I figure that's a little too much to put in this first week of actual biotech material, but I am going to ask for your opinion and make some changes if it's necessary later in the semester. So make some notes if there are things that bug you about how this class is going, and I'll try to address them if it's something that bothers more than one person, okay? So have a good week. Contact me if you're confused, and we're going to start to learn about biotechnology. Big broad overview this week, and then we'll start getting into the nitty-gritty. Have fun and have a great week.